list of the supplies you're going to need. I just thought I'd put in a video because it's easier to see it and me to talk about it than it is just to write it down. Here's the end product of what our paint's going to look like. Here are the paints you're going to use. Michaels has a ton of inexpensive craft acrylic paints, and you will need acrylic paints, no watercolor, no oils. You definitely want to use acrylic because they're water soluble and they're the easiest to use. You're going to need your paint brushes. You'll need a big paintbrush. I said a 1 inch, just because it gives you a lot of space or a lot of brush to do the background. You're going to need 2 smaller paintbrushes. One will be a size 6 and one will be a size 4. And there's a link out there to all of those. And you're also going to need an angled brush. This is really a great brush to do the sort of the outside lines when you're painting, going around lines, and just because it's kind of pointed, so it makes it easy. It is pointed, and it makes it easy to do a line with this type of paintbrush. You're also going to need some paper towels. Paper towels to dry your brush off when you dip it in the water. You'll need a container with water. Mine is very pretty, as you can see, all colored and yucky. You'll need that, and you'll have to have that close by so you can always put your paintbrushes in the water when you're done using them. I also have this handkerchief. You're going to want either a cotton rag that doesn't have a lot of lint on it, because we'll be using that to blend some of our paint when we do the shadowing. You're going to want some painter's tape or masking tape. You don't want to use Scotch tape because that's how you're going to put your picture that you print off before you actually put it onto your canvas and trace it using the tracing paper. Tracing paper is not the correct word, it's actually transfer paper. You'll need transfer paper to do that, and I have a video that shows you how that process goes, so you can look at that video. You're going to need paper plates. That's going to be your very expensive palette where you're going to put your paints. You'll need that. And let's see what else. Oh, and you also need a black Sharpie so you can write the words happy, and you can also use that Sharpie to color in the bee. And you can use paint to do the yellow parts and the black parts if you want. But if you don't like the way the black looks, you could also get a white paint marker. Paint markers are pretty easy to find, and they'll also be out in that Pinterest list. That's your supplies.